Hello friends and welcome. This reading will be for the November 11th, 2018 1111 gateway that is opening up. And I'm going to ask for messages for anybody who's drawn to this video. So anyone who's drawn to this video, I'm asking that, whatever you need to know about manifesting and ascending come forward to you in this video. So maybe not all of it will resonate, but there will be something in it for you. So guys, for those of you who don't know, we're going through a really massive shift right now, and I'll write about it in the description because I know some of you are very impatient for the cards. But what we have going on is that a lot of us are ascending or shifting vibrations. We're growing. We're growing right now. And the 1111 gateway, we're also manifesting. So I'll go a little bit deeper into what that means. But I want some cards about the overall message here. About what a lot of us can expect. That we may be feeling. So this is how this 1111 energy is going to be impacting a lot of you guys who are watching this. So you're shifting. You're going to be going through some physical symptoms. Some of you are feeling very lonely. Some of you are feeling very exhausted. Some of you are having flu-like symptoms or physical symptoms. But in addition to that, this is what you're being guided to remember during the 1111 time, is grace and innocence. So I feel like as a lot of you are getting into that energy of entering into the higher vibration, so that you can manifest whatever it is you're trying to manifest, whether it's romance or love, or, having a family of your own, or, healing emotionally from a trauma, or bringing in more financial stability in your life, or, hitting some milestone with your creativity or your artistic expression or a life purpose. A lot of you are going to be realizing there's things about yourself that you have to let go, that you have to release. And for some of you, this is going to cause pain, physical pain in the body. For some of you, this is going to cause some anxiety. And for some of you, you're having these awakenings, or you're having these moments where you're realizing that you just have to enter the flow of the universe and surrender to what's happening and just be in this grace and see your beauty and try to flow a little bit more effortlessly with the changes that are happening. And innocence, okay? Some of you are not happy with yourselves. Some of you are feeling very overwhelmed with a degree of guilt, like you're seeing your awakening, okay? You're awakening right now. As we're shifting into this higher vibration, some people call it ascending. Some people are saying we're going into a 4D or to 5D. People have all kinds of different opinions of what's happening and different ways of labeling it. But whatever it might be, we're all going up a level or two right now. Those of us who are awakening. And as you're awakening, you're seeing things about yourself that you might be feeling bad, or you might be feeling unworthy, or you might be struggling with. And this is reminding you to see yourself as a child of God, to see that your intentions have, for the most part, been pure. Whatever you've done, even if you've made mistakes, even if you've hurt other people, at that time, at that moment, you did what you felt you had to do to survive. So it could have just been like this kid out there in the world on their own trying to figure things out. You need to have that forgiveness and that grace towards yourself. And you need to realize that you're coming into a new energy where you're purifying yourself. You're cleansing yourself of any past mistakes or any past wrongs. You got to leave the past in the past. And you're starting life new. You're giving yourself a clean slate. Okay? For some of you, I feel like to get what you have wanted in your life, maybe you haven't been cutthroat. Maybe you haven't hurt other people. But maybe for some of you, and this happens with women a lot. I'm not going to say it doesn't happen to men too. It does happen to men too. But in my experience, more so with women, a lot of the times people can get caught up in this whole thing of having to be sexy, or having to look a certain way, or act a certain way to get people to be nice to us, or to give us things, or to, even within jobs, hire us or promote us, so some of you might be feeling like you kind of sold yourself a little bit for things that you were trying to get in, in the past. And again, that's another survival mechanism. You did it because you were trying to survive, and you felt like those were the best tools that you had, and you worked with the tools that you had. So if you're feeling shame about that, again, wipe the slate clean, forgive yourself, come back into the sense of innocence. And also, I want to say that for a lot of you, you're deciding that you are going to have a whole different set of ethics as you're bringing in opportunities and things in your life. You don't want to play dirty. You don't even want to fight. I'm not going to say you want to fight fair. You don't even want to fight. You just want to be in this loving energy and to call things in from love, and not have to like be sexy or seduce people or stab people in the back or be manipulative. You don't want to do it that way. So a lot of you are having this beautiful cleansing within yourselves in this new moon energy. Okay, some of you are forgiving people who've done that to you. Some of you are like, oh, I've never done that to me, but people have done that to me. I've never done that to anybody else, but they've done it to me. And so some of you maybe are being able to release or to heal that. So coming into the 11/11 manifestation, let's look into what other messages are coming in and what can be done to manifest. And I think the reason why Spirit had those messages for us just now is because anytime we're manifesting, we have to feel that we deserve what we're trying to manifest. We have to feel that we deserve what we're calling in. And I think that's just Spirit's way of just saying, this is some of the things that you can do so that you are feeling worthy and so that you are feeling deserving as you're manifesting, okay? So I'm going to put down 4 cards and just see what the messages are for all of us, okay? Playfulness, okay? So as you're putting this thing out that you're trying to manifest, whatever it might be, you're going to bring it in through being happy and through playing. I understand you might have a plan, and planning is always great, but you don't want to get so caught up in fighting for it so hard that you start pushing it away. It's kind of like if you wanted to get water out of a water hose, right? And you're just kind of spraying it. If you begin squeezing the hose because you want the water to come out faster or harder or whatever it might be, the more you squeeze that hose, you're gonna stop the water flow, right? There is such a thing as pushing something too hard. And the universe is saying for a lot of you guys, it's time to learn and to grow from pleasure. It's time to learn and grow from happiness. Not through the karmic soulmates who are coming in and ripping your heart out and making you say enough is enough, you can't disrespect me anymore, or I never want to be this sad again, and then you make changes. I mean, good for you for making changes, but hey, wouldn't it be awesome to come into that energy where you're learning through pleasure and through joy, to where you're saying, hey, this is great, I love this, more of this, please. And you're going to have that through the playfulness. Transformation through playfulness. Connecting with the inner child. We had, this card here. A lot of it could be connecting with the inner child. Playfulness, okay? It's going to go a long way as you're coming into this energy of manifesting things at this 11/11 gateway. Adventure, going out and trying something new. One of the things that messages were coming out was, when we're transforming, when we're in this grace and we're letting things go, this new you, again, this butterfly, look at, we have 2 butterflies back to back. A lot of your transformation is going to be by doing things a very different way. So for some of you, it is getting out of the house. Like, we all can't go, travel Europe right now or have like an elaborate vacation. If you can, by all means, please go for it. But a lot of us can't. So it doesn't have to be that big of an adventure, but it could be something that's expanding your mind, simply like learning a foreign language that you've always found interesting, taking up a hobby that you've always been interested in, going into some kind of class, a cooking class or an art class, or just something where you're meeting different people from different backgrounds. Just getting out, even within your own, city or your own community. There's lots of cities around, wherever we are, where there's populations of immigrants, and there's cultures. Like, I know where I am, there's lots of Asian neighborhoods with lots of Asian culture that you can go and you can experience, or Latin neighborhoods or Armenian neighborhoods. So you can go to different little areas where you are. I know when I was in Florida, there was a very large Haitian community, and there were places you could go and experience Haitian culture. So whatever it may be, you know, you don't have to necessarily leave your state, but something to expand the mind, okay? Timing, trust in the timing. Don't get impatient. Don't beat yourself up if it feels like it's taking too long. I feel like a lot of you are trying to manifest many things at once, and that's okay. That's all great. But some of the things that you're trying to manifest involve other people, like starting a family, or, you know, getting a promotion, or, you know, like meeting the right person, whatever it might be, or for a soulmate to turn around or to heal. That might take time. I'm hearing some of you are really, really committed right now to waiting for or helping somebody who is in jail or in prison. And this is somebody that's having a really massive transformation where they are now. So I think this manifestation period is a big deal for you. And you're wanting to stand by their side and to help them rebuild when they come out. You know, that's another thing of divine timing. You know, the time frames of things moving forward, or you know, people being released, it might not go as quickly as you would like. But that's one of the examples that's coming up that I think some of you are dealing with. And freedom. What a beautiful outcome, guys. Freedom. A lot of you are feeling trapped right now. And this is letting you know that this thing that you're manifesting, not only will you manifest it, but it's bringing you the freedom that you seek. It's bringing you the freedom that you seek. Okay? But to do that, you know, and I think a lot of you are trying to physically leave a place. I've said this before in other videos. If we want to leave a place physically, first we have to leave it mentally and emotionally. Okay, so we have to get out of that stuck energy, or feeling stuck in the energy of the place, and then we're manifesting all of these things and having the peace and receiving the messages from Spirit, from God, from higher self, and then we're free. We're free, and we're going to follow that bird and, you know, find the way out. You know, we might even feel like we're flying. We may even feel like we have wings all of a sudden. And that freedom is going to come through your playfulness, your sense of adventure, your patience, right? And just continue to put out there with your heart and soul that which you're manifesting. And you will enjoy your freedom. Thank you for watching, my friends.